Top of the day, top of the day, top of the morning. I did the prayers already. I didn't do it online. Got up, get my mind right. So I was gonna switch the channel around, which I did. New generated picture I didn't put up of myself, of course. Um, One of my moderators, we've been talking for some weeks now, really over a month, about the reptilians and lizard people. So I said I got to do research and shit before I start this type of shit talking about it. I've been doing research over the past week. Um, they saying that they was here before us, or they was created by us. We got the Greys, we got we have what they call hey, it's at the tip of my tongue. We had the Greys, we had the Shapeshifters. Um, there's a mountain. They're not trying to say these things came from another planet. They saying they was here on this planet. They live deep down under the ground. There are places on this planet far, I guess, probably not even the Amazon, other places. But there's a big mountain that you go inside and it's like 40 stories tall. And it's full of lizard people. So when the government found out about it, they went trying to close this shit off, but they didn't close off every spot. And yes, they do. If we think back to the 80s, there was a movie called, or a TV series called V. You know, they was talking about aliens and lizard people that was here dressed up as humans, but you rip the face off, they're reptilian. So we finna get into it because I came across some things that was very interesting, and it shows signs that lizard people really do live here. So we're gonna go through this journey together. This is part one that I'm starting. Who knows what part it might end on, but we're gonna get to the point of talking about these reptilians, how we can find out what a reptilian looked like being under the human form, um, having thermal cameras that if it's not this person whole structure is cold, that's a reptilian. We're gonna get to this shit in 1 second. Who up in here, Princess? Good morning, Princess. I'm good. I'm good. You come in here giving me directions, so you're a reptilian. Listen to Justin Bieber. And I'm glad you said Justin Bieber because he up in this shit too, that he's a reptilian. That's fucked up. So I'm beginning to believe this shit morning. Where your ass at, young? Because I did this whole shit for you, my guy. But we finna get into this shit about these lizard people. Was a reptile. This guy, like, doesn't even look real. This little tooth that sticks out here. Fans claim they saw Justin Bieber turn into a giant. There go your Justin Bieber. Terms, there is a predator race. Just to be clear, yeah, they got Jim Carrey too. Race of 12 feet tall, blood-drinking reptilian humanoids secretly controls the world. Are the allegations true that you're secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no. Look at his eyes. Never seen nobody eyes that dark. Some people to murder. Their father confessing to authorities that he killed him. He believed his children possessed serpent DNA. Now on with your emergency. He grabbed me and he told me, you press this trigger. Oh my God. A lot of conspiracy theories claim there's some secret shadowy force clandestinely. You gonna make me start my live, Princess. Who exactly is pulling the strings? Because now you making me feel some type of way. Illuminati? To a small but vocal group, we're gonna have to have a talk, Princess, see what's going on. You gonna make me come down there and fuck somebody up. They're feeding off humanity, they turn humanity into a slave race. They demand human sacrifice. One small 2013 survey estimated around 4% of Americans believe the Earth is ruled by evil reptilians. And if you've personally never seen any lizard people walking around, well, that's because, as the theory goes, these aliens are shapeshifters. The Queen and Prince Philip are not human. They shapeshift from human form
into lizard form. According to believers, most prominent politicians, business people, and celebrities.
You asking me to go listen to Justin Bieber? I just showed you Justin Bieber. I don't want to listen to no reptilian. He's a reptile. He's been called shape shifting. Chris Brown is a reptilian. He been called shape shifting. They take look. I don't know y'all. Everything is a joke to y'all, but me and Young, one of my moderators was in here a month ago, and a motherfucker told me take my mask off so they could sketch my face for me. Then came out with the truth that we was just gonna send your shit over there. How the Koreans, them reptilians, use your face. Well, I said I kill one of them fuckers. I see a Korean walking around with my face. Fuck you talking about? This shit real, and this shit get deeper. So you talking about listening to Justin Bieber? I just showed you your Justin Bieber is a reptilian. I don't want to listen to Justin Bieber. I don't. I don't even own a reptile, let alone I want to listen to a reptilian. What's up? What's up? I'm not going. This is part one. It's not going to be that long because Princess, we got to talk. I got to see what's going on. See what's wrong with your needs. Somebody bothering you, I'm coming down there to fuck them up. As simple as that. I got people down there. It's one phone call away, and they gonna go handle that. Motherfuckers be having the game twisted, Joe. But so you saying Pocket sellout? I ain't saying nothing about Pocket being no sellout. Whoever you is, you on a phony account, so there's got to be somebody I know. And Princess not in the mood, so I'm pretty sure she gonna start shooting you motherfuckers. Y'all better stop. I'm on some other shit, Joe. I'm on some other shit. And motherfuckers talking about they broke the code, quote unquote, on my channel last year. I've been telling motherfuckers start doing videos. When you go live, do 3 to 5 hours. I see you bitch ass niggas took my advice and now y'all on that shit doing that shit, Joshua and Scott. I'm not mad, because motherfuckers gotta do what they gotta do. This a race war on YouTube. A real live race war. We're gonna figure this shit out together. I really think y'all might be some reptilians living in the woods and shit. Where the music at? What's good? And play some music in a minute. Talking about these reptilians though right now. Talking about first of all, before I even continue, I got what 12 people in here. Do y'all believe in reptilians? It's just yes or no. I should at least get Well, I hope y'all can hear me. I've been talking all this motherfucking time, and ain't nobody heard shit I done said. That shit crazy. But anyway, we talking about these motherfucking shapeshifters and these motherfucking reptilians. I'm doing this for you, young guns. You've been saying it for months. Let's talk about it. We talking about it. I did my research. And how you could tell a reptilian is by having a thermal camera. If it turn up hot, that person's a human being. If it turn up cold, that motherfucker is a reptile. You know, reptiles, cold-blooded animals. I appreciate you too, Princess. And I also said this live not gonna be that long because we need to talk. Somebody bothering you or something. That's what I was saying when this bitch was muted. Somebody bothering you, a motherfucker gonna get that situation taken care of. If I gotta come down there personally myself and have somebody fucked up, so be it. I got family all through that motherfucker. I got family everywhere. What a motherfucker must know, my daddy was the baby of 11 kids. My mother's the baby of 10. My family big as fuck. That's why motherfuckers be screaming that gang shit. My family is the biggest gang out here. Fuck you talking about. But on some real shit, they saying these reptilians was here already on Earth. What I'm not understanding is, I believe in God, but y'all trying to say that they created humans. So you mean to tell me reptilian setback, they created humans to eat humans and turn into humans? That logic sounds stupid. What I can say though, yeah, it could be some type of species here, and they say they live 40 stories under the earth, meaning that they always been here and they always had technology skills to build and create shit. And they also broke down that with the reptilians, they the ones like President, like Trump, y'all, President Trump, Putin. They try to say all these world leaders are reptilians and they don't know shit but just to go to war with each other. Why you think Trump say he the biggest gangster it is on this planet? You got to think about who he is, where he come from. An Arizona team who stabbed a shapeshifter. These people is killing these reptilians, right? They don't have our blood, but they killing these entities. And you mean to tell me they going to jail for killing a lizard person? Really? Because they was trying to protect themselves? That mean that you come to get me, put me in jail, you a lizard, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you too. I don't give a fuck if you the police or not. Because I know you see this motherfucker blood ain't red. Come on, man. Let's knock it the fuck off. We ain't gonna play these Dauphin games around here. You said a Miami Mall incident. I'm gonna do that in 1 second. That might be true. I just read all the comments all the way down to the bottom. Might be true. Might be true. That what you say, a Nuki, a Naka, or whatever you said created humans. I don't know about all that, but I do know they said that why now we hearing stuff of reptilians. They said that you have a lot of Christians that believe that Jesus Christ is coming back. You have a lot of Muslims. I forgot the name, so forgive me, who y'all believe in that's supposed to come back. So it's a lot of religions out here that believe in what they believe in that's supposed to come back. And all along, they saying that that's going to be the time that these reptilians just all come out and just take over. Now, this is my theory to that. Y'all going to come out to take over, right? So, you got YNs out here, hard-headed than a motherfucker. They don't get no fuck. They shooting the police, kidnapping the police. Just seen on the news the other day, motherfuckers kidnapped the fucking police. They kidnapped the police. So, you got YNs that's rebellious and don't get no fuck. Make me understand if a reptilian, they want to come out. What makes you think that these young niggas is going? These young YNs is going. Let alone the old OGs. What make you think any of us is going? Y'all show y'all face, which y'all think it's more of y'all than it is us. Think about the people on these other islands that ain't never seen, don't even know other people exist. So you mean to tell me all the people on this planet come together against reptilians, we gonna die, we ain't gonna survive? So what y'all gonna do? Y'all got one ray gun that's gonna evaporate everybody. Get the fuck out of here. That's why I don't like snakes and shit. Because when you look in their eyes, they some devilish shit. I already know God stopped demons from materializing into humans. This was back in Lot Day, Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, these demons came down, taking over humans' bodies and having sex with human women and creating these giants. Nah. So God stopped that. Now, I don't know about materializing into animals, because that would be the way to go. And that's how we got these reptilians. And they trying to say they been here. Reptilians are demons. I hate to say it. I just believe they just took over animals. When you think about alligators, caiman, and crocodiles and shit like that, lizards, monitors, and Komodo dragons. When you think about shit like that, have you just ever watched the alligator open his eyes and they look, then he blink them and they turn to nut something else? Come on, people, y'all, use your brain. Hey, I appreciate you. You right, them nymphums. Remove the cap. You want to see a ball fade, motherfucker? That's some bitch shit. First of all, that's some bitch shit for you to even ask me to remove my head to see a ball fade. Come on, Joe, we ain't gonna start that shit. I don't even need Princess to kick you out. I don't even want you out here. You funny to me, motherfucker. Ha, ha. Hear me chuckle. It's like y'all coming here. I ain't gonna say y'all, but some people come here and take what I say. I might joke around. I might be on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to have fun with some of you bumperclots. But now I'm talking some serious shit. We talking about America. It's like people since 2020, the year 2020, not 2019, 2021, but 2020. Women grew balls, and 90% of you niggas got cunts, got pussies. So I get it. Me trying to talk to a man that's supposed to be a man, but he really deep down a bitch, I know it's kind of hard. See, the females grabs hold to it. They can sit back, kick it, and use their mind, and you know what I'm saying, come up with some shit because they grew balls. They tired of you soft bitch ass made niggas. I heard a female one day tell her guy, "That's all your bitch ass. You get into it with a motherfucker. First thing you want to do is go get your gun, bitch ass nigga. You be putting your hands on me. Go fight that bitch ass nigga." I don't know who you is, but if you see this live, you seen me yesterday and you knew I heard that shit, and I just shook my head and was like, one for the women. She checked that bitch ass nigga. All you want to do is go get your gun, bitch ass nigga. But you don't want to fight this bitch ass nigga that just called you a whole bitch. Shout out to you, baby girl. You the real. Fuck you talking about. And that's some true shit. Instead of you niggas using these, y'all go get this real quick. But you at home with your girl. Let's take Joshua for example. What did his wife do? While he was on live, she came, fucking with her man. But it wasn't on some fuck you, I don't want you to do your live type shit. It's, hey, babe, what's up, live? What's wrong with that? You take her in the cabinet and beat this girl ass like she a man. And then you turn into a bitch and bit her lip. I don't condone none of that shit. He might be a lizard motherfucker, just got outcast because he a bitch ass lizard. You too, Scott. Well, if I call you a lizard, then you a twin, so I can't say you a lizard. You just a dumbass nigga that follow behind people to try to get you clicks and views. So I ain't gonna call you no lizard. We know you're a real dumbass human. This shit gotta stop. Oh, Princess, you been gone. I've been sitting up here talking. Got the pull hand ready. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't come for nobody. I don't bother nobody. But I feel like this. If your ball's big enough to get out your body with me and say what you want out your mouth to me, then your hands should be even bigger to get in some gloves so I can knock your bitch ass out. That go for anybody. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm cool and I'm cordial. But yeah, that's how you can tell there's a people though. Y'all need to have them thermal cameras and some don't feel right and it's a motherfucker that just looking, staring, ain't saying shit. Pull that camera out, click that button. If that shit don't light up red and it's a blue, lizard, get the fuck on. Or either you gonna have to take that bitch ass out. Cold blooded reptiles are cold blooded animals. They don't need heat and shit to survive. Some do, but some don't. Young Gunner, where you at, boy?
Drinking human blood and controlling the media. Sound familiar?
But while the idea of lizard humanoids is not inherently anti-Semitic, all of the tropes that it uses are the same ones often used by conspiracy theories that posit Jewish power at the very top of the global elite.
So it's probably not surprising these theories started bleeding into right-wing communities and showing up at the outer fringes of the QAnon movement.
Number Trump, they was just showing the rallies and all that shit.
Reptile elite of lizard conspiracy theory, they have the same function. They control everything, they're hiding in plain sight, they're doing terrible things, particularly with children. So it is absolutely no surprise when a Q believer will have already
Pause that for a minute.
lizard people.
You heard what he said. They doing all type of shit, especially the children. What we got? Epstein. Epstein Island. What is it called? Star Island? Think about it, people. That's why I said I'm on some real shit. I've been doing this shit for a week, listening to different shit, reading different shit, and yeah. Do you know I have ran into a person like you know, the inside part, the pupil, that big dot right there. They shit was black than a motherfucker. I mean, black than a like charcoal black. Made me like, and he did talk weird, but he was like a cool weird. Like it wasn't no like a bad vibe. Like he was gonna do something to me. It was like a vibe. Like I'm scared. I hope my identity nobody see through it, but it was the eyes, and that's what they call them other ones, the grays. Them aliens called the aliens they call grays. But I don't know what the fuck he was. I just know he wasn't right. And his eyes, they didn't have like a look like we look and shit. He had that look like that. And I'm like, damn, that nigga put his shades on and walked off. All that shit though, it's all was funny games. When me and Young was talking a month and a half ago, we was on some for real shit. Like, I'm not finna play that shit. I keep a weapon somewhere by me. So I don't care if it's little, big, medium, wherever. I'm gonna use it. I don't care if it go pow pow. It's gonna get used. If it's in my presence, I'm gonna use it. So if any lizard people is on my channel, know this. I'm gonna use my weapons. Real life shit. All that extra ass shit. But we gonna get to the bottom of this shit. They said the reptilians are the rulers of time and space. And it's a documentary on that whole movie. That was did, what, 2, 3 years ago. Then we're gonna just not talk about the reptilians. We also gonna get into these mermaid and mermen sightings, in these different locations. So I got a lot of shit that's gonna consume a lot of time. So I am gonna leave in a little while because I need to go get my laptop and my other iPhone so I can have shit hooked up where we had no interruptions. Yesterday I was getting in my groove, and first thing my OG said, you said I could call because you gonna have your Apple Watch on when I ain't gonna interrupt your life. I said, Mama, that watch charging. They got to charge now, baby, but I'm not mad at you because I fought myself. The fuck you got a phone for? People got your number, they gonna call, especially if they need you. So I'm not mad about that. I'm mad at myself for not getting on my business, but I'm gonna have all this shit situated. That's why I say everything gonna be different. Background and all. Channel getting hooked up, baby. And the first things that we talking about right now is reptilians and these mer people, which is mermaids and mermen. The two entities I'm gonna be getting into, and you like it, you don't. I don't give a fuck. But I don't know. People say I'm crazy, but shit, I get it from the other thing. Then we got, it's something weird about Oprah Winfrey. Just something weird. I know how old I am, so that means you way fucking older than me, and you looking young as hell. Shout out to you, Dogface, and shout out to Mafia the channel for having him on there, talking about Oprah Winfrey, Einstein, and the Catholic Church, and shit. I see the comments. Hold on. I used to tell people when I was a shorty, they got these movies, yo. They got these ideas because this shit got to be real. Just think about the Men in Black. And I'm thinking about this shit I'm looking at right now, a documentary. Undercovering aliens, the real Men in Black exposed. Make this shit make sense, man. I got you, princess. Hey, let me break down what the fuck y'all talking about up in here. I just read both of y'all comments. You said the devil wanted us to have free will. It sounds like the devil is in my channel. You mean God wanted us to obey his laws, not laws of man. You dig? We paying for, listen, we paying for stuff that God put here on this planet that's supposed to be free. Water, fruit, vegetables. We paying for things that was put here by God for us to have for free. Man and woman cultivated this land together. So why is you paying for something that's free? Something that you helped made grow. And the government come take it, bag it up, and now you got to go to the store and pay for it. And then taxing you for something that's free. That sounds like some devil shit to me. So I ain't gonna let you put that jacket on God because you're wrong. I'm not the brightest apple, but I know some things. And when we talk about Adam and Eve, what Satan do? He got into a snake, which got into her ear to make her eat from that tree of life and knowledge. And she went back after her eyes got open and seen she was walking around naked. She went back and convinced him, and he took a bite. Their eyes opened up. They didn't know they was walking around naked. Where you think the fig leaves and things came from? Because they was trying to hide themselves. And God already know because he looking at what's going on. So when he asks them, they lie. They got put out the Garden of Eden. Then soon, after they got put out, he had angels that were twirling swords of fire. The Garden of Eden. Then soon after that, when the earth got flooded, everything went the opposite way. That's why I believe right now We living in the book of Revelations with all this devil shit like coming in my channel talking and all the things going on this planet. The planet is reversing itself back on its axles. You know, like how they saying some parts of the desert they finding shit, plant life growing. Yeah, planet reversing because the desert used to be it used to be a garden and all that type of shit. My thought, my theory, and I could be wrong. I believe that Antarctica is where the Garden of Eden is at. What you got now, everything there is melting because the earth is reversing. That's how they finding all these other shits in frozen ice. Just think about it. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. And while you think the government is trying so hard and they are all over there fighting over Greenland and all this other type of shit. You gotta use your brains. People pay attention to what's going on this planet. Don't just sit back, ha ha, everything funny, because it ain't. It's your life and your people life on the line. I did a lot of research lately. I've been having a lot of shit to take care of, but I done did a lot of research. I do know, let's just say we was in the Antarctica and motherfuckers needed some water, and the water looked beautiful out there, clear and clean. Guess what? You can't drink that shit. You know why? Viruses and bacteria is all in there that you can't see, moving around in the water, melting, coming back throughout the ice after the ice melt. So the water contaminated. You'll die from drinking straight water out the Antarctica. See, y'all made me do my research on a lot of shit. She did not eat the fruit. What you mean she didn't eat the fruit? She did eat that shit. And I ain't gonna call it shit, I apologize. She ate the fruit. Yeah, we in end days. That's why I say Trump a reptilian, because you gotta think about it. Anytime you want to take any and everybody to war because you know what type of arsenal you got and you're using people's lives that have families, it's not you, but you sending your troops out there on the front line. Come on, man, make it make sense. As they say, it's gonna be casualties of war. It don't have to be. See, if they really wanted Trump out of office, they would have got him out of office. There are entities that's higher than Trump that fuck with Trump. And they let him do him with no repercussions. Yeah, the Cain and Abel story. devil been trying to make God out of a liar from the beginning of time till now, and still trying to do it. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We're in crunch time now, so I don't think God is gonna keep letting Satan do what he do, like blow the planet up. Y'all just gotta think about it, Joe. People don't think, Joe, because they minds be other places, but when you think about only out of 100%, only 5% of the oceans has been, searched. There's still 95% left. You still have these different islands that's out there, private islands that's already owned, islands ain't nobody even touched or went to. You don't know what's on these islands, what's going on, none of that shit. This planet big as fuck, even though it's small as hell to us. Yeah, I just talked about that a few minutes ago when I was talking about Lot, how his wife got turned into a pillow of stone because God told him not to turn around Sodom and Gomorrah days. Yeah, I know about David and Goliath, how he got slayed, but see, that's when with Sodom and Gomorrah, that's why I say these, as you say, fallen angels, they came down and got into these bodies and started having sex with human women, and they created the Nephilim. Yeah, I get it. You know, there are tall people still on this planet. That's 8, 9 feet tall. I don't know who the tallest is, but there are some tall motherfuckers out here. That shit crazy. Hmm. You know something. You need to go over there to Joshua and Scar in the Woods channel, and you need to teach them boys some knowledge. Scar, I'm very disappointed in you, but you got your followers and they condone that shit. Anytime you talk about God and you have that Bible or you have the notes from the Bible and you smoking weed and ashes falling all on that shit, nah, you can't do that, buddy. Piece of shit. And I notice you niggas try to talk about me, but then get knowledge from my channel and try to put it to your channel. One thing about it, I'm the realest. So all that phony shit sooner or later gonna get exposed. Boy, y'all rocked out with me. Okay, I appreciate that. I got a good 15, 20 minutes, but I'm doing all type of different shit to this channel. I want to talk about different things, especially we want to talk about these reptilians. Um, we're gonna even talk about our President Trump. We're gonna talk about Charlie Kirk. We're gonna talk about a lot of different entities on this fucking planet. And we're gonna get to the bottom of it. We're gonna figure out together what should America do and what America shouldn't do. But yeah, I'm gonna just call you AJ. That rocks out. But yeah, all this extra shit gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop condoning shit that's not right. You know, it's really not right. I don't like that shit. And Sky, you and that white girl really tried. I see you had to get rid of her. The truth exposed, huh? You know how I know you fuck with them people? Because every time you get stopped, you be running your mouth, telling on yourself, and they just be sitting back laughing like, this dumb black ass nigga here. They gonna let you go anyway because you fuck with them. You know what I gotta do? Well, I'm finna show y'all something. I'm looking for something to show y'all, but shout out to Discretion TV, Corporate Cartel, Mafia Channel, 77 Reek, Trenches News, AI Films, DJU, Truth Teller, Florida Made MG, Real Life, Rare People, King Yellow, 16 Shot 'em, Miss Lowdown, Streets News, Loyalty and Betrayal, and Free My Homie, Rose Bandana. Fuck y'all got going on. Trap House Kitchen, Wild Moguls, Say Cheese, uh, YTV, Choke No Joke. Shout out to my cousin Derice, Thuggin' TV, Lil Cuz, Demon. Yeah, all these channels, y'all go over there, like, share, and subscribe. Beauty Brat, Princess, I ain't forgot. X-Man Rico, M Carter 773, Young Guns. They're my moderators. Definitely go over there, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Hit that like button for me if y'all don't mind. I can't find what I'm looking for. I hope I find it. Uh, yeah, give me 1 minute. Hold on, I'm trying one more thing. Okay. Now, check this out. I want you to watch this. Now, if y'all condone this shit, there ain't nothing we could talk about. Every time Big Bruh be going live, I always get into this man's conversation and shit. He got his own shit going already. Right? Okay, so this is part right there. Okay, so now we can say, y'all want to duck on or not? Just my somebody in my own house. Tell me what they ain't gonna do. I didn't say, man, I want you. I told you, hey, you can apologize, we gonna roll. See, I apologize, it's bullshit. See, and I say she can roll, you say, yeah, sure, okay, they gonna now, motherfuckers condone that type of shit. When that camera came back on, y'all seen her face. He might be a reptilian. Y'all condone niggas beating on women, huh? Just beating them and then biting them. But Joshua, I got some, you know, I always keep something under the belt. You didn't want to sign them papers, you didn't want to get in the ring. Okay, cool. Cool, I respect that. You see what the shirt say? Legend. But I got something for you though. I got something for you. Y'all go over to Beauty Brett channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all want to know more about Mr. Joshua. So now, after she done got her ass whooped, this is the type of shit she on. Y'all don't know what y'all want to do on YouTube. Oh shit. This shit gotta stop, man. Oh my mama. This nigga just beat his wife. I mean, brutally beat her. Then made her clean herself up and got back on live. Oh, Yashu. Another thing I want to say, I don't know who the fuck Pug, whatever his name is. I don't know what type of beef y'all got going on, but you talking about he haven't been to work and all this other shit. Make money off YouTube and TikTok and Facebook. So I guess making content is work to you? Ain't no fucking work, nigga. Your stupid ass. Stupid fuck. I'm gonna show you some work, boy. Actually, we really was doing a lot of work last year. At my restaurant, boy. I wanted to show y'all one more other thing, but oh, as soon as I said it, it popped up. Hey, Mr. Scar, I got something for you too, Joe. Cause I don't know what the fuck they be letting y'all do on YouTube. Motherfuckers tooting meth on live. Shout out to Beauty the Brat. I got this off her channel. But y'all want to see more, y'all go over to her channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, shout out to Coco's Journey. I love a female that drive trucks and be knowing certain shit, how to fix that shit. Another shout out to Cass the Don. KASDADON. One of the originals. Y'all go over to Cass channel, like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Farmer Girl Jess, Mama Duck, Baba TV, Raymond Ivy. Shout out to him and his channel. I met him last year. Cussed the people out at the hotel. Then bumped into each other. He told me he was a YouTuber, and I subscribed to his channel. So y'all go over to Raymond Ivy. Your grandparents or something, y'all might even like his channel. But you know, he talk about the law enforcement shit, all type of shit. You know, put you up on game. Oh, and you scarring the woods subscribers or whatever. There's another one, but this is by Daniel Gamble. Shout out to Daniel Gamble. I didn't never see this live. Scott must have took it down, but it's a live where he admitted that the truth about what really happened to his other dog. You know, he had 3 dogs, right? One of them supposed to got stolen, whatever, but the truth was because he couldn't feed or have enough money, he had to get rid of one of them. He killed them. He says, like, I'm finna show you motherfuckers, y'all condoning all type of shit.
Stop playing with me. I ain't wanna do this shit. Like I said, the shadow, I miss Shadow so much, y'all. We miss Shadow. Had to die for me to survive. Jesus. Stop playing with me. I ain't wanna do this shit. Like I said, the shadow, I miss Shadow so much, y'all. We miss Shadow.
Now I just showed you a video of him tooting meth. snorting meth on his live, and he just admitted the truth about his dog. He had to kill that son of a bitch so he could stay alive. Probably ate him too. Only watch it unfold. Well, I'm running off your viewers. Sorry, must. You ain't running my viewers off. I mean, peace be with you too, but you ain't running my viewers off. It's not matter if they want to hear it or not. If they don't want to hear it, they gonna leave anyway. Regardless if they hit that like button or not, they done came into my live. So that 5 second view, it counts. Knowledge is power. You got a lot of demons that's running around here. They don't want to hear nothing of the truth about God. They don't want to hear none of that. And you gotta realize there's a lot of people full of demonic demons. Mm. You like talking about like God, I'm gonna send you over to this channel, Mari Palmer. Maripalmer. That's a person that's full of life, full of God. You know, changed her life around and she's on it. She's young, but you know, she be on YouTube preaching that word. So you wanna get into you know, her messages or whatever, and y'all wanna talk about the Bible, that's a little young person to go over there to her channel and check out. Shout out to Mari Palmer too. Y'all need to go over to her channel, like, share, and subscribe. That's what's wrong with the world. Don't want God in their life. But always talk about God, but don't want God in their life. Make this shit make sense. I did tell y'all to go over to Demon. There is a nigga named Demon I Am Wrath. He has a channel. Demon I Am Wrath. Go over to his channel. It's not about the name, but the stuff that he do, he fix things. Real shit. Y'all might need him to come fix something for you. Shout out to my other moderator, my homeboy Vincent. I just said, look, cuz. Go over to Lil Cuz channel, Lilcuz. Man, go over to Bandana Rose channel. Thuggin TV, THUGN TV. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all that came up in. We still rocking out though.
One thing that keep telling keep telling y'all, stop going to these beaches at night thinking that mermaids aren't real. If you do not think mermaids are real, go into the book of Enoch and see what it says about mermaids. So it's a video going around where this man and his friends went to a beach, and this man is screaming on the beach because something came out of the water and took his friend off of the beach. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at
Hi,
this.
ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Estrada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those who that share my videos, leave comments,
Belinda
also
Skerner.
get each and every one.
This her channel, and we talking about this shit, so we gonna let her talk. I want to hear this shit because they always say stop going to these beaches and certain beaches thinking it's sweet because people have been coming up missing. People have ran off screaming that a motherfucker came up out the water and snatched the motherfucker. The mermaid had legs. The mermaids, they got that tail.
Is out the way every week. So there is a video going around right now that has the internet completely divided. Two friends go to the ocean, normal day, normal vibe, laughing, recording, and then suddenly one of them disappeared. No dramatic scene, no play struggle, just fun. Now people are just chilling or just calling this incident an accident. They're asking the questions. They are talking about mermaid series, aliens, even the book of Enoch of fallen angels. So what really is happening? Is this just the power of ocean, or we are just going to ignore something much older, something beneath the surface? Anyway, let's right into the stitches, and we are going to come back to talk about it. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just care for educational and informative purposes. All right, Lovis.
Keep telling y'all, stop going to these beaches at night thinking that mermaids aren't real. If you do not think mermaids are real, go into the book of Enoch and see what it says about mermaids. So it's a video going around where this man and his friends went to a beach, and this man is screaming on the beach because something came out of the water and took his friend off of the beach. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. I'm gonna sit this right here. Y'all cannot depend on these people. Look. Shit straight. The ocean at night is already different. You can't see below the surface. You can't see what's moving. And most disappearances near waters happen and no bodies are recovered. In Greek mythology, sirens don't look like Disney mermaids. They lure sailors in with sounds, with singing, with voices that felt familiar. If you go down the rabbit hole, you'll see. Christopher Columbus himself documented seeing mermaids in 1493. And people thought it was fake propaganda. The NOAA even denied statements that mermaids are real. But why deny something that doesn't exist? Now go back to the video. Why is that man screaming like that? You gotta remember that thousands of people disappear near the coastline every single year. Boaters report hearing voices in the fog. Divers talk about cold currents that feel like hands, that feel intentional. And then you have the military. Military sonar has picked up unidentified aquatic sounds. And these sounds that they picked up didn't match whales or dolphins or fish. So what were they? And again, you gotta remember that they only explore 5% of the ocean. Those waters, those beaches at night are not the place to be. I've made plenty of videos on mermaids. I've made videos about what the elites do with mermaids. Pay attention. I keep telling y'all, so y'all still don't believe mermaids are real. Y'all still don't believe they will pull your ass down in that water and people won't see you ever again. There's a man on this app telling you what these things do when they take you underwater. He's telling people that there's not only mermaids, but there are mermaids as well. And when I say he vividly explained everything, that's your warning. He said that most people think of mermaids in a romantic sense, but mermaids are nothing like that. And he said they take you for several reasons. One, that you might have been by water alone. Two, you might have been drunk, disoriented. And he said they never take you for love. Now, if you jump down a mermaid rabbit hole, you'll see that people have been warned not to go by open bodies of water at night. Actually, there's a video floating around where a lady said she went to the beach at night. She was about to walk to the water, and she looked and seen a man figure walk out of the water. And she said this figure was something like she's never seen before. Luckily, she didn't go closer because that figure might have took her back into the water when it left. So this man goes on to say that when these mermaids take you underwater, they use you as slaves and not the type of slaves you think. If they take you underwater and you survive, because most people don't survive, but if you do survive, he said they'll have you tending to their nest. They'll have you guarding their territory and retrieving objects for rent. But then he said that some of them might take you for companionship, and that's without consent. And you already know what that means, right? You better stop playing with these things because you can't control the supernatural world. The supernatural world will control you. I'm out.
Disney tells us that mermaids are thoughtful, beautiful creatures, but the Book of Enoch tells us a far more sinister history. On my channel, we have been diving into this alleged lost book of the Bible that was discovered in the Dead Sea Scrolls, but for some reason is not included in the canon Bible that we know today. Many people say it's because it has knowledge that we were never intended to know. For example, who are mermaids? Where did they come from? Are they good or are they evil? The answer, according to the Book of Enoch, because I know how y'all like to tussle, if you can see it, I have the book and I'm reading it. Sirens are actually the mothers of demons. So essentially they're real, but they're evil. Long story short, a long time ago, 200 angels rebelled against God in heaven and decided to procreate with the mortal women that were on earth. From these mortal women came a cursed species of giants that ate up all of humans' resources on earth and then started to consume humans themselves. And when they got to be hungry enough, they even started to eat each other, becoming cannibalistic and doing vile things here on earth. These events led up to Noah's flood because God said enough is enough. Now during this flood is when Noah had built the ark and him and his family escaped, but the Nephilim were not so lucky. They drowned in the water, but it wasn't the end for them. What if I were to tell you that the demons that we know today are actually the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, aka the giants, roaming the earth seeking what souls that they can devour, and that's where the whole ghost having unfinished business came from. Now those fallen angels that rebelled were punished by God and put in shackles. 4 of those fallen angels are actually now chained under the Euphrates River, and in Revelations, the last book of the Bible, it is said that they will be let out and they will unalive 1/3 of the population during the time of judgment. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty when it comes to the mothers of demons. You probably understand now why they are called that. Well, you'll ask yourself, okay, so the Nephilim got punished, the fallen angels got punished, but what about the women? The women were actually cursed to roam the sea until their final day of judgment. And this is why throughout history we can see so many versions of Siren, because they've been around since the dawn of time. However, the media wants to desensitize us and make us think that mermaids are just wanting to be part of our world, collecting thingamabobs under the sea. But that's not the case. And if you're still questioning whether or not sirens exist, just think to yourself that only 5% of the ocean is discovered. Who are we to say that we're the only ones living here? I mean, if you just look at history, mythology, you will see so many times that sirens rear their ugly head up from that water in so many different countries. You see them in Slavic folklore called the Rusalkas. You see them in African folklore called Baniwata. You see them in Inuit folklore called the Kalupalik. They take many forms, but best believe none of those forms look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I hope this answered your question. I could definitely do a part 2, diving deeper into what I'm reading in the Book of Enoch. I always like to cross-check it with the Bible because I do not read the Book of Enoch as scripture. I read it as history, if that makes sense. As always, make sure you guys like and follow and comment down below what you think.
Did you guys know that the Book of Enoch briefly mentions sirens? And when I started looking into what sirens
That was a brief. This about Black Americans react to the ocean disappearance, aliens, mermaids, and the Book of Enoch. I guess, as they say, the Book of Enoch was a part of the Bible. She called it history. I call it demonic. It is what it is. But um, what she was talking about, like in these different, excuse me, places where they have been hearing the siren noises or they've been experiencing mermaid or whatever, there's always some place like in India or like she said. And I haven't heard nothing about here, like in the United States, but it could be, who knows. Like she said, as I've been saying, 5% of the ocean, you got 100% ocean, only 5% been discovered. Come on now. What's good? What's good? So I kind of, I'm getting into this shit, but like I said, this Miss Belinda Stern, I like that and I subscribe. This came out of nowhere though.
Actually were. It's much weirder than I thought. This is in chapter 19. The women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. I went to the archaeology museum in Athens over the summer, and it was Mycenaean themes, which I believe to be another name for Babylon. And it had two types of sirens, this one, and sirens that were like birds. And when you look at medieval art for these, most of them have the fish tails and wings. I found this one really interesting because I've been talking about the harlot being the one in Revelation 12 and like the eagle wings and stuff like that, and we were talking about the red hair archetype for her character or being, I guess you could say. So remember, a lot of times when the Bible talks about a city, it's like another way to say a woman. So Ariel, Ariel, the city where David encamped. Add year to year, let the feast run their round. Your voice shall come from the ground like that of a ghost. Why does Ariel sing the exact same notes and tune that all sirens on these videos have? It's so weird to me. I don't think that it's based on fiction.
What's good from Ireland? Shout out to Ireland. Appreciate you coming over to the channel.
Former NOAA biologist Dr. Paul Robertson and joined by Dr. Torsten Smith. He was the lead geologist on a submarine crew that recorded on March 6th of this year the astonishing footage we just watched.
And here is some aerial drone footage that they keep taking down. They try to say that it's dolphins. It doesn't look like dolphins to me at all. It's really starting to feel like every single thing they tell us is fake is real, and vice versa.
This is why the ocean freaks me out. This comment right here. Y'all, you were talking about Sauce 90. I'm about to show you something really quickly. I need y'all to, I need to talk about it. We have to talk about it. Before we get into the T guy issue from my backup channel and my YouTube, just in case this channel actually gets banned like they tried me with the first one. Stop playing with me, bro. Bro, absolutely no one can tell me sirens aren't real. I don't care who comes in the comments talking about something. That's the engine. Oh, it's somewhere. I know y'all heard that thing say jump for me. I know you did. Oh yeah, TikTok is for entertainment purposes only, and it's true. Y'all wondering why I'll be delving into the book of Enoch, right? It says in the book of Enoch, this thing right, I don't read it as scripture, I read it as lore. Please don't call me in the comments. We're not gonna talk about that. It says in the book of Enoch that God punished the mortal women that procreated with the angels by cursing them to the sea. And that sentence alone blew my mind. Because I've always wondered, okay, if there's sirens, if there's mermaids, whatever, where did they come from? And now it all makes sense. So when I watch these videos, I literally get shivers down my spine because I fully believe it. Now, even if we're not talking about the sinister sounding voice that he recorded on that video, have y'all ever been on a cruise at night? Like, have you ever been in the ocean
That shit crazy.
creating custom apps and AI agents on the OutSystems helping teams deploy quickly and deliver results. Build your agentic future with OutSystems.
Return the stolen Butterfield.
You worry for Americans like me. Why? Why you worrying for Americans like me?
Try new Butterfinger French toast.
And it's St. Patrick's Day Salmon here.
Motherfucker just say you worry for Americans like me. I'm trying to figure out why, pimp.
Get up to $80 in MasterCard Virtual Rewards Card. Your trust, your call. Was anyone in this family born intentionally?
It's one thing for sure, two things for certain. You would never catch me out there at night. It's a no. 5% of the
I'm with you on that. Shout out to you for that.
ocean was discovered, right? 5%. I truly believe that they discovered way more than that, but they just don't want us to know the tea. Hence, Congress don't want us up. There's a presence in the ocean. Child, we already knew that. Anyway, what is under it? You can't tell me it's only whales and sharks that we have to worry about in the ocean. Like, be so for real. We're all grown here. Let's really spill the tea. I thought this, make sure you guys like and follow, and let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Like, also, should I go live? Because
We're reading the book of Enoch and finding out that sirens are actually the women that procreated with the angels that burst the sea when the flood of Noah happened, therefore creating the demonic marine kingdom. It has had me thinking for months. When I tell you months, because I've always been a believer that mermaids exist, mermaids, sirens. I've always believed they exist. Even before I discovered the book of Enoch or like even knew their origin, I was like, there's no way that they aren't real. They show up everywhere. They have shown up since the beginning. Like, I think the first account of a siren was the Assyrian siren in 1000 BC or something. I could be wrong, BC. And it was basically a tale about a woman that unalived her lover, I believe because he was caught cheating. For some reason, she unalived her lover, and she so ashamed that she went and hid in a lake, and she was then turned into a siren from there. Obviously, that could definitely be a myth, the way she was turned into a siren, because I don't know if people can turn into sirens. I don't think that's the case. I think that those are the women from back then. I really don't think you can just turn into a mermaid. But if you look at the pattern of the stories of sirens, it almost always involves unaliving men and song. And now understanding where sirens came from, it would make sense that they would hate men because of the fact that they might feel like, why were we punished to the seas? They were cursed to the seas. So it's not some Little Mermaid fairy tale under there. They are cursed under the water, which is why they want to take as many souls as they can. If you're African, if you're Haitian, if you are from the Caribbean, you know somebody. You know somebody that knows somebody that has seen a siren. So that's another. I'm Haitian, so I know so many people
Hey,
that have either encountered one or have family in Haiti that has
come
encountered
to
one. Those
Ireland.
Caribbean waters, show it ain't no joke. I actually have my own story about my uncle, my late uncle.
So come to Ireland, huh?
Let me know if y'all want to hear about that. I'm not even gonna get on my soapbox with that. But yeah, it come up everywhere. Then you
I
got
don't know.
people
I keep plenty of weapons around me. I've been protecting myself for a long time.
to like 4 sirens because he wanted to marry one. And apparently, if you go there now, you can still see them. I don't know, like people could be gassing that because I truly believe that they they show themselves and they appear to people that are willing to see them. That's not a good thing. I'm not willing to see one. I'm good. I'm perfectly okay knowing that they exist. I don't want to encounter. I don't need any demons. Thank you so much. Also, don't you guys find it funny that a lot of times they are worshipped for like sexuality or fertility? And what did they do in the Book of Enoch? They had relations with the fallen angels and bore an offspring of Nephilim. So they are linked to sexuality and fertility. So much more going on behind the scenes. Half fish and half human deities have been worshipped all the way back since Babylon. There has to be a reason for this. Like, there has to be a reason. Y'all heard, have you guys seen that guy that was on here talking about in the 60s, where before social media and all that, he had seen a horse in the sky, and then he went to tell his mom, and then his mom was like, oh, we used to see them all the time. And to us, that can sound insane, like they're seeing horses in the clouds. Are you crazy? But like, look what we're seeing in the skies right now. Look at the alien stuff we're seeing all in the skies, and the government is just quiet about it, right? It's happening all over the world, and they're just quiet about it, right? And then Congress talking about it's a presence in the ocean, and aliens are real, UFOs are real. Like, what? There's so much more to be seen. There's so much more that I promise you has happened. But if we were to see it,
The real part that I love about this is that she said the women that had sex with these demons, they was cast to the seas. She said God. I never read the book of Enoch, none of that, but
we would think it's nonsense. You want to know why we think it's nonsense? Because they riddle media with all of the realities of things that go on behind the scenes so that we can start thinking, okay, this is fiction. This is nonsense. It's whimsical. No. A lot of what you see on the television, it's true. A lot of the stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm off my soapbox, you know? We had a nice little talk. Oh yeah, Billy, I just want to say, you are a real one. Like, this is one of my biggest supporters. What's up, Billy? Thank you for watching, always, and supporting. Y'all, as always, make sure you like and follow and comment down below what you want to get into next.
So Enoch is providing a judgment to the Watchers that descended from heaven and taught humans forbidden knowledge like weapons, makeup, sorcery, things of that nature, right? He's also speaking to the righteous, providing encouragement to keep going, that justice one day will be served, right? He's also speaking to the powerful elite and providing a warning to them. Now that warning comes in chapters 94 through 97, and I'm paraphrasing when I say this, but woe to those who build their houses through unrighteousness, who trust in riches while justice disappears. Let that sit for a second. He didn't say justice was gone, just that it had disappeared for a second. And he's not talking about the people that actually have money, you know, like riches. He's talking about those people that built their homes on corrupt systems, who gained power through exploitation, corruption, secrecy, things of that nature. He's talking to the people that thought nothing will ever happen to us. We're too powerful. We're too rich, right? Everybody named in those fucking files. Here's the good part, though. Enoch doesn't say that justice fails, just that it moves slowly, that whole generations will think it's never coming. You have to understand that in ancient times, real justice didn't mean immediate punishment. No, it meant a revelation. It meant truth coming to light. Finally. So the real question isn't if justice is coming, because justice is coming for those in the files. Don't worry about that. But the question is, are we living in the moment when things that have been hidden for generations finally come to light? Because according to Enoch, justice may walk slow, but it never stops, baby.
Some of these, there is actually this video that is going viral right now, and it has people, you know, they play on Facebook. A man and his friend go to the ocean. It looks normal, nothing dramatic, just another day by the waters. But in the clip, something shifts. One moment his friend is there, and the next moment it's gone. No splashes, no clear struggle, no disappearance, or just disappearance. Now, of course, the first reaction from people is rational explanation. Strong current, right tides, underwater, you know, drop off. The ocean is powerful and unpredictable, and it's very, very deadly. This is exactly what people are refusing to understand. But it's internet. The internet is not stopping there. People are asking questions. They are bringing up mermaids. They are bringing up sirens. They are bringing up aliens, and strongly, or surprisingly, they are bringing up the book of Enoch. And that's where this conversation takes a turn. For those who don't know, the book of Enoch is an ancient text that talks about the watchers, fallen angels who came down to earth, interceded with human and created hybrid beings. Some people believe those beings were destroyed, others believe that some survived. Now, here is the theory going around. If something ancient survived, if something not fully human still exists, where would it hide? The oceans, right? We've explored more of space than we have of our own deep sea. That fact, long portions of the ocean floor remain unmapped. Creatures are discovered every day that looks like something out of the science fiction. So when something like this happen, people begin connecting dots. Are mermaid just mythology, or are minds distorted memories of something real? Throughout history, from Africa to Europe to the Caribbean, stories of water spirits exist. In Africa traditions, you have Maniwa.
I'm gonna stop that shit right there, but that's crazy. That's what we're about, though. The only true Bible. What you mean? In the right Bible. Look, you seen the title of the shit, right? We're talking about reptilians. I just came across some stuff that I was just listening to. But you asking me the right Bible. What's the right Bible? If I'm reading the wrong Bible, what's the right Bible? Oh, I gotta make me some more tea. Outstanding. Exciting. It's really about that time. We're gonna do like a 3-hour live when I get back. So y'all prepare. And Gary, I sure hope you come back and I can't see that person name. I'm gonna just say 2, 3. I hope all y'all come back.